right, testing, 1, 2, 3. New mics are in on this beautiful day. So today will still be a rest day. I did promise the possibility of a car talk video or a channel update video, and I will say that's what this will be. But I am going to go back on my word in terms of making it a full rest day of no lifting and no cardio. Instead, it will simply be no lifting. I'm on my way to gym to do cardio right now. I know I've been promising weigh-ins, but what I will say is it's been significantly harder than I anticipated to do weigh-ins on the channel because I was going to keep using the gym scale. But if I don't have time to go to the gym early in the day to do cardio and do a weigh-in, then I've probably already ate for the day, drank for the day. And the best time to weigh yourself is when you're fasted in the morning, preferably after you use the restroom in the morning. So chances are you're probably as dehydrated as you're going to be for the day. Your stomach's as empty as it's going to be for the day. Your muscle glycogen stores, all of that, are as depleted as they're going to be for the day. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to be the lightest you are going to be for the day. So the biggest issue has been, like, for example, yesterday I considered weighing for the channel, but I had already ate a whole pound of chicken throughout 3 meals. My first meal was about noon, second one at 3, and third one at 6, and then me and Brandon were at the gym. Right, so I did not, weigh what I would have. So I wasn't going to film that and post it on the channel. The last time I weighed in fasted, I was at 214, which is only a pound lighter than the lightest I think I've filmed myself on the channel. And I haven't weighed myself fasted in a while since then because I wanted to keep doing it on the channel. So my plan right now, so please be patient with me, is to get a decent scale for my bedroom and just do it every morning. Wake up, go to the restroom, brush my teeth, take care of all that, come back to my room as, close to naked as I can be on camera. So probably in shorts and nothing else, and record the weigh-in. So that's kind of where we are on the weigh-ins, because I kind of want to wait until I get that scale for my room. But in terms of weigh-ins, we are 4 pounds away from where I wanted to be in the 210s, going to the 200s. So we are getting there, but I've wanted to do an actual weigh-in for the channel and just haven't had the means to do so. So I do apologize. There is a bathroom scale at my brother and sister-in-law's house, but it is their private bathroom in the master bedroom scale, and that's off limits. Don't go in the master bathroom. Don't go in the master bedroom. So I've been respectful, not using it. So that being said, hopefully my beard isn't scratching on that too much for you. That being said, new mics acquired, new caffeine acquired. Finally, after months of looking for it, a gas station near me has the new Brew Raspberry Slush flavor from Ghost. And I'll say it is an obvious attempt to replace the Brew Raspberry Sour Patch Kid, because it literally tastes like they took that flavor, slapped a new label on it, took some of the citric acid out to make it less sour, but it's the same overall flavor. You just don't get as much of that kick of the sour that makes you go, oh yeah, that's Sour Patch Kid. But like, in reality, I'm drinking it, I can close my eyes and be like, I'm drinking a blue Sour Patch Kid right now. Like I said, it might not be as strong, but it's practically the same. But comment down below, tell me what you think of the new mics, like the sound quality coming out of it, Is there too much background noise getting picked up? Is the voice quality not that great? Just let me know. I did test them earlier today just to make sure they worked, make sure I had them set up right. And I wasn't overly impressed with the sound quality. I was like, holy crap, everything sounds so clear. But at the end of the day, it's going to be so much better than me recording with just my phone with no mics and everything's getting picked up and I'm editing everything out. The background noise of my car, the background noise of people having conversations at the gym, the music, the amount of copyright strikes I've had to dispute over the past 2 months because the mics went out. So just comment down below. Is the audio quality better? What do you guys think of it? It's going to have to do either way. I already spent the money on the mics. They're here. I'm just hoping that they are decent enough quality and that everyone, including myself, is pleased with what we got. But, like I said, I'm on my way to the gym right now. Unfortunately, the gym has... I shouldn't say unfortunately. You want your gym to have business. You don't want it to close down. But it has picked up a lot of business, not only because of the new year, but because of the new management. The switch over between management and the new year falling was all around the same time. So you have a lot of people who are coming for the new year, new me, and people coming back who left because of previous management, who were like, holy cow, he's not here anymore. I want to come back to this gym. So I will say, I go out of my way to try to be respectful. So if it's like super busy in that cardio room, I am not going to get out the tripod and put the mics on and be in people's way and yap non-stop while people are standing right there. Right? That feels very disrespectful. So I think I will go ahead, because I'm looking at the time. I'll go ahead and start on the stationary bike, kind of get my knees warmed up. I'm actually feeling pretty good today. So I might record a few minutes of that and cut it up for the video of just me on the stationary bike. And then if I get the opportunity to, we'll talk on the treadmill at some point as well. But this will be more like a video update and just where I am update. So as we're getting closer to the gym, we'll get into some of that. In terms of the channel, obviously with the new mics, we're going to return to form. The new editing style was to accommodate for me not having mics anymore. Because originally, I didn't do pre-workout car talks anymore because a lot of people clicked off. Most people didn't just, let me skip for this and watch the workout. A lot of people were they would watch 2 or 3 minutes of the car talk, get tired of it, leave. So I stopped doing the car talks pre-workout and strictly just talked during the workout or during the post-workout car talk. But without the mics, that really wasn't an option anymore. It's the only time I could talk in the gym and be able to fix it in post was if we had the gym to ourselves, right? I can pause the music or turn it down, talk to the camera, get the music going again, bother nobody. But that is a rare occasion, you having the gym to yourself. If I have the mics, I don't have to worry about that. The only thing I have to worry about is people giving me looks. I have had someone go, I was trying to figure out who you were talking to. I thought you were talking to me. I've gotten that a few times. So I'm like, sorry, wasn't talking to you. Talking to myself, talking to my phone. But, so my plan is to go back to the old style of just getting straight into the workout, and anything I have to say during the workout will be said when it comes across my mind. And it will probably start to give the videos some personality again, because you can and will be able to hear jokes I make, stupid things I say and do, and they won't have to be cut out because you can't hear me. So there's a lot of stuff that I feel like gave the videos personality, that made the videos more entertaining for you guys, that were just unusable. And that's unfortunate. So I'm very excited to get back to that style, which might even lead to being able to have blooper videos once in a while if enough of that stuff happens throughout the videos, you know? And I genuinely enjoy doing that stuff, editing the blooper videos, keeping the funny stuff in, keeping, you know, my personality in instead of just, well, I can't even talk because there's 15 people in here, and the editing software, if I try to cut out any of the voices, will cut out the main one it hears first, which is mine, and then that defeats the whole purpose. So that's all unusable if I even tried to talk to the camera. So I'm very happy to have my... Oh, guys, I forgot. It's Saturday. Sorry, I just had a conniption mid-sentence. What was I saying? Oh, no. What was I saying? But with the mics back, things should be back to how they were. But to my point of randomly realizing it was Saturday, I didn't just, you know, a calendar didn't just fall from the sky and swap onto the windshield of my car. I'm pulling into the gym's parking lot, and no one's here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is typically impossible during the work week. 3 o'clock is when everybody and their mom is here. It's Saturday. Everyone comes in different times than they normally do on Saturday. I might actually have the gym mostly to myself. So, I might actually talk to you while I'm on that stationary bike. But my plan for today, I'm not necessarily going for my 1.5 hour goal. I will say that, due to, again, hours of basketball the other day, leaving my legs just completely demolished, right? But my knees are feeling a lot better, and my legs are feeling a lot better than I anticipated. So, I'm going to go warm up a little bit on the stationary bike. It might be about 20 to 30 minutes. Decent enough resistance. Nothing too crazy. Just something to get going. And then, because I'm not focused on time today, I'm focused on just getting my steps in, I'll switch to treadmill. Because obviously, my watch doesn't count steps while I'm pedaling on a bike. So, 30 minutes of warming up on the stationary bike, and then I'll hit some treadmill. So, see you inside. Alright, so this is always the worst part of doing cardio when you have knee issues or knee injury. But getting warmed up, where it's like, I'm probably going to look like I'm pedaling at the speed of a grandma. But I got the resistance up on 6. I'll probably up it to 8 as I go. Again, just aiming for 30 minutes just to get my knees and my legs warmed up. And then we'll get into some treadmill. Whether or not I'll have more to say by the time we get there, we'll see. But let's talk about the channel. So, returning back to the old style of content because of the mics. Very excited for that. So, there will be some experimenting with the placement of the mics. As you can see right now, it is posted all the way down here. And so, that's because of my beard. I can't shave it right now due to the church's Easter drama that I volunteered to do every year, or I guess I get voluntold. I just get told by the pastor's wife nowadays that, hey, stop touching your hair, it's Easter drama season. So I will have to sit down here. We'll practice with maybe putting it on the neck of my shirt like old days. And see how much the beard bothers it, but I really don't want to have a lot of mic issues where my beard's just scratching the mic the whole time. So for now, over chest and just pinching my shirt will have to be what we do, even if it is a bit weird feeling on the chest of my shirt. But being able to go back to the old style of content, just straight into the workout, no pre-workout car talk. Anything I have to say about the workout and what's happening will just be said on camera, followed by a post-workout car talk that I'll try to keep relatively short, trying to keep the videos within that 30-minute range, instead of like the hour-long videos we end up with sometimes. So that will be what you guys have to look forward to. In terms of personal updates, I have promised here on this channel that I would be honest. that if I hopped on anything, if I purchased anything, that you guys would be the first to know. And I've talked about taking BPC 157. If you don't know what that is, it is known as a healing peptide. It's a peptide you can get prescribed. But what it does is it's known for increasing the speed of which your body heals your muscles, ligaments, and tendons. So I'm not taking it for a fast recovery for a gym. I'm not. And I'm not taking a lot either. I'm going to be taking 1 capsule a day. They're 500 milligram, or I guess 500, I don't know if it's milligrams or cc's, but they're 500 capsules. So I'm just going to take one a day. I have a few months worth of it. My reasoning for taking it, I've actually took it in the past long before I was on the channel. Long before I started the channel, I took BPC 157 for my knees. And to my surprise, my knees pretty much returned to before I was diagnosed with tricompartmental osteoarthritis. They returned back to before they hurt all the time. They gave me a lot of issues. And I have gotten back to that state by changing my lifting. Yesterday, because of basketball, was like the first time they felt that bad in a while. But they're not in a good spot. I don't want to have days like yesterday and today where my knees feel completely demolished, where I'm going up the stairs one step at a time, holding on to dear life to the railing because my knees are that bad. I get 26, that's ridiculous. So I want to take that and take my training smart. If it's a weight I can do now, it's a weight I'm going to do on BPC 157. I'm not going to go, oh my God, my knees feel so good. I'm going to put 7, 8, some odd 100 pounds in the leg press because I know I can do it. No. 500 to 600 like I have been doing. Get as deep as I can. Pause, knees over toes. Hold that for a second because it is good for your knees. And then come back out of it. And just take advantage of being on that. Letting my ligaments repair, my tendons repair. There is going to be some benefit, right? My strength is probably going to go up on a few things. My recovery obviously is going to be faster. I will be not natty. It's a peptide. It's a performance-enhancing drug by definition. But I'm being transparent with you guys. You guys can go, hey, he's not natty. He is the worst looking not natty on the face of the planet, and I accept that label wholeheartedly. I'm telling you right now, not natty. You will not see it in my bio. You will not hear me say it. But I like to claim it, yeah, because in my opinion, I'm literally only using BPC 157 at a very low dose with the intended purpose to heal my knees. I don't know if you guys could see it in the video yesterday. I tried to cut down the video as much as I could because of how low energy I was. And I don't think my knees were really in it. And I don't know if you can tell it now, but just standing yesterday looking in the mirror, my knees were extremely swollen with like 3 really swollen lumps on them, on both of them, on the outer side. I've never seen my knees look like that. They looked freaking disgusting. Yeah, and they hurt so bad. They feel so much better today. They're real stiff today, but they aren't like unusable today. And that's why I want to take these peptides. So even though, in my opinion, it's like I'm only not becoming unnatty, I'm taking a low dose to use it for what's made for, healing a injury. And I'm not trying to get yoked and shredded off of it and claim natty. But I wanted to hop on here and be honest with you guys. Yes, I'm getting on it as I intended to, and as I've told you I've intended to multiple times on the channel. And so, here we are. I had the money for it. I bought it. So, I will be on BPC 157, and then you'll see me actually show the next thing on the camera. I have some Turk Platinum, some Turkestrone from Harder and West, some supplements, code JS15. And so that is going to help with my aggression towards the weights and with my strength. So any strength gains I get during the next, I believe I have 4 months worth of, yes, I have 4 months worth of Turkestrone. Those 4 months, if my strength is like just thrown out of the water, that's why. It's not he's taking more BPC 157 days said he was, or he's on something else. I had the money for Turkestrone because I used my own code for a discount, and BPC 157, which my plan is to eventually get prescribed some BPC 157 for something like Transcend or Algo RX. Not sponsored by either, but that's a way you can get them prescribed online. And that is my intentions eventually. I bought some oral ones that I've used in the past this time. But I just want to be fully transparent with you guys here on the channel that I will be on these supplements or performance enhancers for the next about 4 months, mostly for my knees, and then Turkestrone for strength gains and aggression towards the weight because of days like yesterday, where I did not have the energy to attack the rates at all. I was so exhausted. So that's just the truth. It's just full, unbridled transparency. So that's what we got going on personally. To continue on that trend, as I said in the car, last time I weighed in, I was like 214. So still not where I wanted to be by February. I wanted to be in the 210s on my way to 200 by March. Right? Like I wanted to be breaking 200 by March. Not that it's impossible, but from where I last weighed myself at the beginning of February, we were off track. So my calories are already cut pretty low. Like I said, about 1,500. I think actually I broke 1,500. I think it's like 1,470. And I don't feel the need to up the cardio. The weight loss has been fairly slow. And I just don't think it'd be appropriate to up the cardio yet. Now, maybe after a month of BPC 157, I'll probably up the cardio because my knees are going to feel so much better. Because it's not a matter of can I do more cardio. I fully believe in terms of my cardiovascular health, I can do more cardio. I could probably afford to do 2 hours a day, 2 hour-long sessions a day. I can do it. I do it fairly easily. I'm actually pretty freaking confident in that. But to be safe, I want these bad boys right here to be at better health. So let's get, I want my knees to be as close to good, healthy, young knees again before I add any more cardio. And I think the progress pictures I took from October to January are the perfect example of whether I think I'm in the right direction or not. What I've been doing is working, right? Because let's face it, I was 5 pounds heavier in the January update pics, but I was supposed to be going down, right? But you can't deny I look leaner in the January photos, and I look a little bigger in terms of like my lean muscle mass, like this structure and the overall structure and size of like my arms, shoulders, and chest. My waist was smaller. I could hit a vacuum even better without practicing because my stomach's gotten smaller. So I think I'm just losing weight a lot slower than I anticipated, and I've been consistently putting on a little muscle to the point that I ended up 5 pounds heavier. And maybe some of it was fat. Maybe some of it was. I'm not going to sit here and claim I put on 5 pounds of muscle in 3 months when I've been gymming for 8 years. But what I will say is you can't look at those pictures and deny the truth that I did end up 5 pounds heavier and look leaner. And to be fair, that could have had to do with what I ate the day before. I had a carb load day 2 or 3 days before the photos I took in January. So I knew I was going way more than I wanted to. So likelihood is I might have been a few pounds down. But because of water retention, muscle glycogen, anything else my body might have been holding on to because of sodium intake, water intake, carb intake, the amount of fats and proteins I ate. Who knows? There's so many factors, right? I look in the mirror right now and I'm like, I think I'm heading in the right direction. But I can go hop on that scale right now and be completely disappointed. And if I let that scale determine what I'm thinking, I won't up the cardio tomorrow. I'm like, that's it, 2 hours. And now I've jumped the gun. Now I have nothing else in my arsenal if I hit a plateau other than cutting calories again or upping cardio again. And I really don't have the room to budge on calories, or my strength's going to go down. I'm going to start losing muscle. My body's not going to retain what muscle it has. I'm going to be lethargic and exhausted all the time because I'm not getting enough calories. I'm still fairly energetic and recovering pretty fast and fair enough for someone who's eating 1,400 calories. But, I mean, I don't think I have room to cut any more calories right now. And nor would it be healthy for a 26-year-old man to cut his calories anymore. Just full transparency. I shouldn't even be eating 1,400. So, right now the cardio is my secret weapon. If I go in there right now and I step on the scale, even though I know for a fact I ate a pound of ground chicken and 4 high fiber wraps before I came here. Like throughout the day, I woke up, had half that pound of ground chicken on 2 wraps, and then pre-cardio, before I left the house, I did it again. So I had a full pound. I think, maybe not full pound. It was like 300. I'm trying to remember because it's the Walmart brand, which has different macros. It was like 364 grams of Walmart ground chicken. It's like 600, 500, 600 something calories. I had a protein shake this morning as well, a Premier protein shake. And then I've had 4 carb balance wraps, which are 60 calories a piece, a few grams of protein, about 5-6 grams of fiber, something like that. And so I've had all this fiber, I've had all this protein. I can feel it sitting in my stomach, right? I can go in there right now and I can weigh myself. And I can be disappointed thinking I went up in weight. And I can come in here and say, screw it, I'll get off this bike. I don't care about warming up. I don't care about taking it easy to get my knees going and to get my legs warmed up. We got to up the cardio. I'm doing an hour and a half of a good jogging pace on the treadmill, working up a sweat, zone 2, zone 3 cardio, can't breathe, we're going. And then tomorrow I'm in the same boat I was yesterday. My knees hurt because they just don't recover very fast from that high impact of running. And I'm doing it for nothing. What am I going to do when I hit the next plateau if I'm already at 2 hours of cardio and 1,470 calories? I'm going to drop down to 1,370 calories? Am I going to go to 3 hours of cardio? No, I don't need to move it right now. And I'm going to trust myself and trust the knowledge I have from 8 years of weight training and trust myself from going from 300 to 180. Even though, yes, life happened, COVID happened. I went from 180 back to 250, from 250 to 200. My dad ends up in the hospital. I go back up to 230. And now I'm on my way down from that 230, right? So I have proven, at least to myself, maybe you guys haven't seen it on the channel. Like, you always look the same. I've proven it to myself that I can do this. And that I need to trust myself. And I can't jump the gun because of the number the scale says. And that's why I take the progress photos. The next ones will be in probably April 20th, either March or April 20th. I want to say it's April 20th will be the next progress photos to compare to the January. Yes. So, in order to keep the gap the same. So, October, January to April. So, I look at those January photos a lot. I'm like, let's make improvements. Let's have bigger arms, let's have more definition on the arms, let's have a smaller waist, which, maybe see some definition in the legs, which is another reason I want to be on the BPC 157. One of the only times in my life I've ever seen definition in my legs was while I was on it, because the swelling in my knees had completely disappeared. My knees look freaking huge, right? And when they were swollen down to how they're supposed to look, I could actually see a little definition coming out in my quad. And it'd be nice to see that again, to see where I am in terms of where my legs are. So that's just kind of where we are right now. But full transparency to you guys on what I intend on taking, what I will be taking, and just where we are weight-wise. I'm not going to lie, we're a little behind right now. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here on my rest day, deciding that my knees are nowhere near as bad as they were yesterday. So I'm going to come and do cardio anyways. And as always, if you want to see proof of that cardio, because you guys can't see the number on here, you guys can't see how long we'll be on here, because eventually I'm going to hit and record. Go to the Instagram, go to the TikTok, and see the proof of the cardio being done. But that's all I have to say right now. If I have more to say, I'll hit record again when I'm on the treadmill. Alright guys, as you can tell, I did not have anything else to say because there was no recording of the treadmill. But if you want proof that I did indeed do some cardio on the treadmill, you're going to roll your eyes because you know exactly what I'm going to say. Follow the Instagram or TikTok. I'll post the proof on my stories there. The vehicle in front of me just ran a red light. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, that's really all I had to say to you guys in terms of both channel and personal updates. You guys know where my weight is sitting. You guys know what I am or will be taking. You know that, yes, I am a little behind on my progress in terms of the weight loss, but not too insanely off. Hopefully, we will have our hands on a good home scale to start taking some weigh-ins, start videoing them for the channel sometime soon. So that will hopefully all start to be a pretty constant thing on the channel. I don't want it to be every day. I don't want it to be even every week, but at least once or twice a month on the same scale so it's consistent, right? So hopefully we get that going pretty stinking soon. But one thing I really wanted to talk about that will be the last thing I really have to talk about this video is what I always say. That I love and appreciate you guys. And I know that I say it every video, and I'm sure it has started to feel like it's just part of the outro. It's just what he says. It's out of habit. It's like his little script, his outro script, kind of, where it's like these are the things he says to out a video. And I mean, yes, it is what I say for the outro of every video. That is indeed correct. But that doesn't make it any less true. I do love and appreciate you guys and your support for both me and the channel and the journey that I've been documenting on the channel. Because, I mean, especially when you consider that during those 3-4 months my dad was in the hospital, I was getting fatter on my so-called journey to 160. And in that time, I never once got a negative comment. I never once seen a subscriber leave the channel. I never once got any backlash from any of you. When it was, in my opinion, well-deserved. Because I was trying to play it off like I was losing weight. Or that I was at the bare minimum maintaining. And you guys stood behind me. You stood beside me. You left encouraging and kind comments. You guys watched the videos, and you guys were awesome. And now, we are on track. And right now it is a little slower than I would like it to be, but sometimes that's how weight loss goes. And so I do mean it from the bottom of my heart when I say that I love and appreciate you guys. And I do genuinely, I am very thankful when you guys take the time out of your day to watch the channel. To watch some guy in the middle of nowhere in Missouri hit a workout. And I hope that a channel that started off as nothing more than me keeping track of it for myself and just deciding that if I was going to be filming all this anyways, that I was just going to go ahead and make it into YouTube videos. I hope that a channel that came from nothing, with no intentions, no expectations of what it could be, that it does inspire. That if I inspire one of you to join the gym, or to give it one more shot, or when on a day you don't want to hit the gym, you hit it, then I'm more than happy that I ever started this. So thank you guys for watching the channel and supporting the channel. As always, if you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is Harder Than Last Time Supplements Code JS15, or to go follow the Instagram. But nonetheless, I appreciate you guys. I don't just say it to say it. I mean it. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch me yap for like 40 minutes. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to watch me work out, or to just see where I am on the journey. You guys are awesome. If you like the video, you like it. If you made it this far and you like the video and you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You already made it this far anyways. And also, if this is your first video, go watch another video. I would hate for your first video to just be a yapathon when you could be watching me hit chest or something. So there's an idea. But all jokes aside, thank you guys. As always, I love and appreciate you. Tomorrow will be a hamstring focused leg day because I don't think my legs nor my knees could handle anything else. So, that being said, I'll see you tomorrow when we hit hamstrings.